Hello everyone and welcome to the first video on the channel. Today we will be making a box fight. So what you will need is a wall or floor from a gallery of your choice. Then you will need a player spawn pad device, a barrier device, and an explosive device. You will also need a team settings device, and this is how you will set up the inventories of players. But we will do that a little later. First we have to make the actual room for the box fight, so I used this gallery and used these walls and these floors. I recommend you making this much bigger because that makes it more fun for the players. And there's just more room. More room to build, more room to fight, which makes it more fun. Okay, anyways, now let's build the roof. Okay, now we can place down the player spawn pads. So make sure to arrange them in a checker-like pattern. So, in other words, you have to make sure that they are not next to each other, but they are diagonal to each other. So just like this. And in the spaces that don't have player spawn pads, you will place barriers. So change the settings depending on how high your box fight room is, and change this to whatever color you want. I am going to change it to no. Make sure this is all. Well, it doesn't matter. You can do gameplay only, but I will do all so we can kind of test it. Okay, there we go. Zone shape doesn't really matter. Box hollow, it doesn't really matter. Okay, so anyways, we keep going and make sure disable when receiving from is set to channel 1. So now we can duplicate this to all the places that do not have a player spawn pad. Okay, so now that is set up, now we can work on the loadout generator. So let's place that down right here, and then we can drop any weapons we want inside. So I will, let's say, get a legendary assault rifle and a purple pump shotgun. And then we can add some consumables in there, so maybe, let's see, maybe some chug splashes and a shield potion. 2 shield potions. Doesn't really matter. So let's place all of these in the order you want them to be in the inventory. Okay, there we go. Okay, so now the players will start with that inventory without them having to pick up any of those weapons. So now we still have the explosive device. So we have to change a few settings on here. We don't need any more spawn pads or barrier devices. So let's see, change this to all options. This doesn't really matter. Change it to indestructible. This doesn't matter. This doesn't even matter either. This doesn't matter. Change that to 0. Change that to off. And now you have to change that to whatever amount of time you want the players to stay in their little area until the barriers drop. So I am going to change that to about 5 seconds. I change that to no. Change that to no. Change that to off. That doesn't matter. Show health bar, no. Okay. Play audio, no. And when exploded, transmit on channel 1. And that is pretty much it. So let's test it. So now we have to wait 5 seconds until the barriers drop. And there we go. Okay, so now let's end the game, and we have some settings to change. Because it won't automatically make you win since we don't have that setting turned on. So let's go to my island and let's change a few settings. The voice chat doesn't matter. You can change this to whatever you want. I will do 10 max players. Teams, make sure that it's free for all. Team size, dynamic, this doesn't matter. You can change this to whatever you want. I can change it to 10. Okay. I would change this to about 10 minutes so it doesn't take that long for the game to last. Fastest. Yeah, all of this does not matter. Here is the most important setting. Last standing ends game. So make sure that is spawn pads. That is, yeah, that doesn't matter. Game start countdown. That really doesn't matter either. Allow out of bounds. Okay, okay, okay. Let's change that to off. Now all of this does not matter. You can change it so that they have shields. I am going to change it to 100 starting shields. Infinite ammo, all of that should be off. This should be off. You can change it to any amount of maximum building resources. Oh, and in the device, I should drop some materials too. So let's go to consumables and get some wood. Here, let's drop some more wood for the players. Okay, that should be good. So now let's continue changing some settings. Allow building. Oh no, what did I do? Oh, I changed that. I have to change it to default and random. Okay. This doesn't matter. Allow building. Yes, all. Building can destroy environment. No. So this is also very important. We don't want any environment damage. However, you can do structure damage. And we have to change that to enemy and self-built. Weapon destruction, all of that doesn't matter. Okay, that's perfect. That is perfect. Let's change that to off. If you want sliding, you can turn it on. That does not matter. That does not matter. Okay, I think that's it. So let's test it. Okay, so we wait 5 seconds. We can't break anything. Okay, I believe that's good. Now, of course, it won't let me win since it's just me playing and there's no one else playing with me. So if there were 2 people and I eliminated the other person, then it would actually work. So thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!